Namaste, beautiful souls. Welcome to Marseille Monday. And today I'm going to be reading with Les Dinosaures de Marseille. This is a really fun deck by Anastasia Kashian. It is a second edition, and it was with so much delight that I flipped through these cards. I am I haven't done a walkthrough on my channel, but I mean personally when I looked through each of them. For those of you that are new to my channel, a warm welcome to each and every one of you. My name is Sadhana. And if you are new to Marseille Monday, my intention for doing these mini readings on Mondays is to increase comfort and familiarity with both traditional reproductions of the Tarot de Marseille and its many variants, as well as some more contemporary ones. The first question that I'm working with today is from a client. Actually, all of the questions today are expansions on readings I've already done for clients. And this one is one that needs further investigation. There is a lot that is on the plate of this particular client, and they feel as if they are facing disapproval from many directions and need some support and insight into what exactly is going on. And while this is a rather fun deck, I'm hoping that we'll get some heart and depth as well too with these readings. So let's me put 3 cards on the table and then I'll dive right in here. 4 of ammonite, 4 of coins. This feels like a really strong response to your question. Like you have strong footing, strong foundation, that in this material world, upon this earth, you have security and safety, and something is being jostled about for you. But with this card coming up first, and always the most important card in a reading, I feel like this should be of some comfort to you to know that though your tower, if you will, is being shaken, though you are being shaken and challenged, you do have your feet on the ground. You do come from good stock, that indeed you are secure. So that as these challenges arise, know that while it may not feel it is for your greater good, it is only here to strengthen what already is a place of safety and security and good footing. When I first turned this card over, I thought it looked like the Empress with her babies, but this is the Hierophant card. And again, I see comfort and opulence and safety. It feels like indeed you are caring for others. You are disseminating powerful information to others. They may not be receiving it in a way that you want them to receive it. When the students are ready, the teacher will appear. And this idea of the archetype of student and teacher, I think sometimes we need to remember that the students are our greatest teachers as well. It goes in both directions. So listen. Listen to those that are challenging you. And maybe you also feel like this little dinosaur over here, that there are those that are overpowering you. Maybe you're not feeling so much like the Hierophant right now. You're feeling as if you are being talked down to. So hold your head high and I think what I said earlier about listening, it feels really important here. Let's weave this all together. So here we have the Eight of Fossils. And let's see what's happening here in this particular illustration. We have a mirror image above and below, 3 and 3, and we have a 1 on each side. It feels balanced. It feels like there's great connection in the center here. It feels also like there's independence. They meet, they cross, and they go in their own way. 8. Sorry for the shaking on the table. Eights help to build, they help to invoke change. I like that there is a fire underneath all of this. Change is not a bad thing, challenge is not a bad thing. And it's also okay to agree to disagree and to listen and learn and take time to process and absorb. We don't have to understand the greater meaning right now. It can be part of your process. We have a 5 and a 4 and an 8. 9 and 8 is 17. 17 would be the archetype of the star. And that also feels like a path that is opening. And I'm wondering if these challenges are here not just to shake up the status quo, but to help you move on, to learn to see things in a different way. What you are perceiving as disapproval may simply be nudges to help you see things in a new way. I think these are empowering cards, good cards for this situation. Whether you are feeling like you are the Hierophant or you are one of the little dinosaurs in the foreground, there is a lot to be learned. And then I'm thinking negotiation is also part of this. And I feel like the two little dinosaurs and the Eight of Fossils have negotiated, they have listened, and then they've chosen to go on. But that first card feels significant. You have this strong foundation below. And then if I change the cards, sort of a traditional open Marseille reading where we have the 4 on the left and we read from left to right, the dinosaur on the shield is listening to what's going on in the central major archetype. So the major archetype is the center card. And that feels okay. So let's look at it as a 5. So 5s can take us through great challenges. And the Hierophant can help to advise and help us to listen. So I would pay attention to advisors that are in your purview at this time. There are great lessons that are about. There seems to be a bit of a mirror going on here with these two dinosaurs, and they're both turning to look to the central card. Even this dinosaur here is moving towards the center. So everybody is listening, everybody is gathering, everybody is paying attention. So make sure that everybody has a voice, that everybody is listening. Invite dialogue, invite meetings, invite conversation. I think this will be a great period of time for your opening, for your awakening, for great insight. I hope that helps. Thank you. Question number 2. What level of energy will I need to put into my work this summer? So, can I take an extended vacation? Do I need to focus more on my projects? Let's see how the tarot responds to this. And I didn't mention that I have taken out the extra cards. So this deck also comes with all the extra Minchiati style cards as well too. Sorry, I'm not going to turn it over. What's on the bottom? What's on the bottom? 9 of Ferns. 9 of Swords. Well, that's nice. That's far away. However, if you want to read shadow style of card, that is interesting. What I'm contemplating here is that there may be a fear of breakthrough, a fear of seeing through to the end. It's almost like you are comfortable in all of the confusion. And for those of you that read with astrology, you know, this is part of the current Gemini season. Okay, so top card. This is the Suit of Cups, and we have 5 of them. And this actually looks like quite a playful card. Almost like the answer to this question lies in adventure and flow and joy and playfulness. Releasing, perhaps, pent up emotion. What level of energy will I need to put into my work this summer? Interesting that this particular card would come up, focusing on summer and playing. And oh my goodness, we have more freedom and joy and playfulness. And then we have the Valet of Ferns, who is delivering a very important message. This is the 3rd card. So let's say this is the end of summer. And maybe there is great insight that comes through all of this play. Connection with friends, connection with all kinds of people. Allowing energy to flow. What kind of energy will I need to put into my work this summer? I think that this says something about not being alone, making sure that, you know, if there's relatives, if there's any sort of gatherings that you attend and invite connection, invite your heart to open, to feel, to share. Sometimes I think about summer and family reunions and connecting with those we haven't seen for a long time. And it feels like this Valet of Ferns has received and is delivering important insight as they head off into the autumn, the end of the summer. So I would say enjoy and connect. It doesn't feel like hunkering down to work. This deck shuffles beautifully, by the way. And it seems like I get questions on moving all the time. It's a very popular type of question. And I think it has to do with the fact that moving is it's expensive, it requires so much energy, it involves tremendous change. 8, 8 of Ammonite, 8 of Earth, 8 of Coins. So this is very balanced. And we have dinosaurs going in all directions. They're going every way. 2 little ones are hatching here, and these 2 are going in opposite directions. Everyone's leaving the nest. Wow, that's kind of cool, isn't it? Everyone's leaving the nest. So I would say that it's time to leave the nest. You know, sometimes you can read the tarot quite literally. But let's draw a couple more cards. All of these little ones. Okay, so the little ones are leaving the nest. the Chevalier of Cups of Crinwood, um, is also going on a bit of a journey, riding on the back of a turtle. Everyone is taking off. I would say it's time to leave the nest. And then we have this. Um, when I think of Five of Cups and there's a lot of heart tugging in this card, but there's something very special about this Five of Cups. It feels like it's so good for you to go through this change. Fives all invoke great change because everybody's having so much fun and playing here. I feel like you're going to crack something open. So if the ducks aren't all lined up, or the dinosaurs aren't all lined up for this impending move, or the move that you are suspecting, I would say that to not fear it, that it's something that is definitely in the cards and that will bring joy. And it doesn't feel like there's anything to worry about here. It's just time. It wouldn't surprise me if the wheel card was near. We have the next card is another Chevalier. So for sure, I think things are changing and moving. And interesting that I would address this nine of ferns on the bottom. There's something about this card. I mean, nines are a beautiful number of endings, and there's something about this card and a fear of awakening. And yet, this whole Gemini connection brings in possibilities for great happiness this summer. If I read it that way, so this is a card that precedes Cancer season. So it feels um, like something is unfolding for you. Don't worry about it. Okay? Don't worry about it. I hope this gives you a little bit of comfort if you were feeling any distress around asking this question. Thank you. I hope that the readings today have given you some ease in working with this style of card, and just know that the open reading style, the type of reading style that I do, where I blend and just allow the cards to speak to me, is really empowering. And I have no hesitation in picking up a Marseille deck, whether it is of a fun contemporary style or one of the beautiful reproductions that I have in my tarot library. Let me know if you have a request for any particular decks you'd like me to read with. Please feel free to post your question below, or your comments, or any other questions. Take good care, and thanks for watching. Namaste.